28 minutes on to 7 o'clock. This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Monday. It is the 7th day of October. Yeah. Are you one of those who wish there was another day between Sunday and Monday called rest day? I know, yeah? Well, unfortunately, I'm all rested, yeah? Is that unfortunate? No, it's fortunate. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, Doc. Dr. Francis Martin, good morning to you, bro. How you doing? Dr. Dolan Noel and family. Good morning to the families as well, yeah? Behind every successful man lies and stands a strong woman, yeah. He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Although I'm not so happy with the fact that it's a good thing, but you know, it's biblical, right? Good morning to all the strong ladies around. I'm not certain if I want to say independent ladies because there's nothing as real independence, yeah? Good morning, good morning, good morning to all the great families. Yeah, who look after each other, man. It's a unit, it's a team thing, yeah? Good morning, Auntie. How do you do? You alright? Folks, it's 27 minutes on to the hour for 7. It's a good-looking Monday. It's a good day to have a good day. Yeah, it definitely is. Yep. Good morning to my online listeners. Yeah. Mary E. Banks, good morning. Cicely Blackman, Sharon Bartholomew, Mildred Smith, you and Shem, good morning. And of course, Julien, Veronica Sandy, good morning. Lydia Cameron, good morning. Gigi Giles, good morning. Daphne and Sylvie, good morning. Denzo, good morning, bro. Monica Meros Williams, good morning to you. Yeah. Let's sing. Let's dance. Barbara Hitlal, good morning, girl. How do you do?
Thank you for another day. Oh, merciful Father.
So thankful.
Please hear my prayer. Oh, Father. Thank you for the sacrifice. Oh, merciful.
Let's get into the word of the day. And the word of the day today, that word is Lagoria. Lagoria. Logorrhea. Lagoria. And what it means incessant or compulsive talkativeness. Oh my goodness. Do you know anyone like that?
So even though my life is filled,
here's how we can use it in a sentence. I was known for my Lagoria among friends, often dominating conversations with endless chatter. Yeah, sometimes I am usually told that you talk too much.
my trust in you.
Yeah.
Oh, Father,
Lagoria.
for the breath I breathe. Oh, merciful Father, you provide my...
Write it down, jot it down, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it. Most importantly, learn how to use it in your writing and your speech.
Through your grace, my soul is fed.
Good morning to the folks inside of La Bay. Telescope, good morning. Ford, good morning. Splendid Songs, good morning to you and the family. The entire family. Susan Antoine and family, good morning. Donna, Alice, good morning to you all.
I will lift up my
Tiger T and Gary Williams, good morning.
my head.
Folly.
My help comes from the Lord.
I'm just seeing that Clarence Rapier passed on to the great beyond. I haven't seen that before now.
The minute order.
Yeah, just saw it this morning, man.
All my final
We've been losing some stalwarts.
walk is up
Clarence Rapier is gone.
to my best
Danny Williams is gone.
service. You take care of the rest.
Alan Maguire is gone.
Oh, Father,
All those of you who have lost someone, deepest condolences to you.
to share this love you give.
The motivational tip of the day is up next.
All I want to do. Oh, merciful Father. wash a hand.
As long as it does not hurt a house. Is that you don't stop moving. Then you're progressing. Yeah, maybe slowly, but you're progressing.
The talk. Oh, merciful Father.
You might be fighting an addiction or something,
Yes.
and daily you're reducing on whatsoever it is.
Example. Oh, merciful Father.
Don't stop, don't stop.
To you.
Lovely, lovely. Good morning, Nadisha and the folks inside of Cafe and surrounding areas.
Father.
Abigail, Holmesy, Debbie and family. Good morning, the Sandersons, Kitty Cat and Ariel and Alwyn.
Merciful Father.
Belated happy birthday, bro.
Save my soul.
Nice. How they do? How they do? It's a good day to have a good day. I think I told you that already, but I need to re-emphasize it. It is a good day to have a good day. Don't let the trials and pressures of the world make you succumb. No, you can't. Who does that? We've got the nutrition health tip of the day right up after this. Yeah, it's coming on next, yeah?
This is the day.
Good morning to the folks of the Grenada Nutrition Council. Nice. Okay, let's get this.
Follow these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Having a healthy and pain-free menstrual cycle may depend a lot on the types of food you consume and when you consume them, and your mental and physical well-being. There are several foods that can be added to the diet strategically to assist with managing the challenges faced during the menstrual cycle. Every woman faces different challenges with menstruation. However, each woman is faced with the challenge of retaining iron during this time. According to the University of Edinburgh's Centre for Reproductive Health, iron is an important mineral that helps the body carry out several different functions, including helping our muscles, brain, and immune system. And it is found in the red blood cells, which means that each month there is a loss of iron through menstrual blood. Incorporating foods that are rich in iron into the diet can help solve this problem. Research also states that women and girls over the age of 11 need 14.8 milligrams of iron per day. Eating lots of fruits and vegetables, which are natural sources of vitamin C, will help the body to absorb the iron consumed from beans and peas, nuts, and dried fruits. Meat, liver, and red meat contain iron that is readily absorbed by the body. Women should include whole grains, lean protein, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and legumes into their eating plans. A variety of herbs and spices can also be used before and during the cycle to help with pain and discomfort. These include fennel seeds, which may help relieve pain and decrease bleeding length, cinnamon, sage, and cumin, which all may lessen cramping and flow, ginger, which can help relieve menstrual pain, nausea, and bloating, and turmeric, which can help with PMS symptoms. Dark chocolate, which contains 70% or more cocoa, can also be consumed during the cycle to help with discomfort and a nutritional boost, as it is full of antioxidants, fiber, and nutrients like iron, zinc, magnesium, and potassium. It is important to avoid foods that are highly or moderately processed or packaged, such as processed meats, snacks, sweets, fast foods, and fried foods, and alcohol. You can find information like these and other topics on our website and social media pages. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Please pay particular attention to the hints that we give, right? Yeah. 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. What's buzzing this morning? Let's see what's buzzing.
Well, if I had another chance.
Okay, we hear that the injured carpenter has been successfully flown back to the U.S. for medical treatment. Mr. Clouden we're talking about. And, a whole lot of thank yous to the general public, all those of you who contributed to that cause. Thank you. We also hear that CARICOM names Kirin James among ministerial leads for UN Climate Conference.
Hear my prayer.
In the region, 2 miners were charged with murder in St. Vincent.
Sacrifice. Oh, my
Internationally, new hurricane threatens Florida as it reels from a previous devastation.
child.
10 days ago, Helen flushed through, left a trail of destruction. In excess of 200 people died. And now they're waiting on Milton, I think he's named. And in sports, Grenada's Afi Fletcher says West Indies is here for business.
This field with so much.
Go, girl, go.
I know you got
Yeah,
to turn this thing around.
nice.
Cause there is no miracle that my God can do. And yes, you are my savior, and I put my trust in you. Oh, Father, thank you for the breath I breathe. Oh, mercy.
It's 17 minutes on to 7 o'clock. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather coming up right after these messages.
Oh, merciful Father, through your grace.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequenty Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the sounds of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequenty Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. Tune in.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Monday, October 7th, 2024. Coming up in the news, injured carpenter successfully flown back to the U.S. for medical treatment. CARICOM names Kirin James among ministerial leads for a UN climate conference. In the region, 2 miners charged with murder in St. Vincent. Internationally, new hurricane threatens Florida as it reels from devastation. And in sports, Grenada's Afi Fletcher says West Indies is here for business. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
So it begins. a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Good morning. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. Damien Clouden has been successfully lifted back to the United States via medical air ambulance. Clouden, who was severely injured in Carriacou while assisting with rebuilding efforts post-Hurricane Beryl. He was visiting from the U.S., assisting with rebuilding houses in Carriacou. Now, the New York-based carpenter originally hails from Carriacou. He traveled back to Carriacou on July 23rd after Hurricane Beryl devastated the island, including his family's home. While assisting in rebuilding efforts, Clouden fell from the roof of a two-story building due to a faulty board, suffering a fractured skull and traumatic brain injuries. The father of three was hospitalized in Grenada but required specialized treatment abroad, which is not available locally. A GoFundMe account was organized by Paula Clouden to raise funds for his medical evacuation to New York, which is costly. The aim was to raise $70,000. As of October 6th, there have been 932 donations amounting to $71,900. Minister of Carriacou and Pediatric Affairs, Honorable Tevin Andrews, confirmed via his social media page on Friday that on behalf of the government of Grenada, the Ministry of Carriacou and Pediatric has provided a generous contribution of 30,000 EC dollars towards Damien Clouden's medical air ambulance expenses. Andrews said the government is committed to supporting Clouden on his journey to recovery and wishes him and his family all the best. Clouden's wife, Camille, took to social media to express her gratitude to everyone who donated while appealing for improved healthcare services in Grenada. Meanwhile, Minister for Climate Resilience, Environment and Renewable Energy, Karen James, has been appointed as one of 5 ministerial champions by the Caribbean Community, or CARICOM, for the upcoming UN Climate Change Conference in Baku, Azerbaijan. Minister James will lead on the critical global stocktake negotiations as the region pushes for urgent climate action. Scheduled from November 11th to 22nd, 2024, COP29 comes amid CARICOM's efforts to rebuild after Hurricane Beryl and intensify advocacy for small island developing states. The conference will focus on limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius and securing climate finance access for adaptation and loss and damage initiatives. CARICOM's approach focuses on limiting global warming to below 1.5 degrees Celsius and securing guaranteed access to climate finance for small island developing states, or SIDS, particularly for adaptation and loss and damage initiatives. A ministerial champion for loss and damage will be announced at a later date. CARICOM plans a strong presence at COP29, including heads of government, ministers, negotiators, youth delegates, and experts from the CARICOM Secretariat and other regional institutions. The Ministry of Finance, Inland Revenue Division informs the general public that the government will exempt the 2025 property tax on all properties affected by the passage of Hurricane Beryl. While this exemption will be automatically applied to all properties in Carriacou and Pediatric, property owners on mainland Grenada who have been affected are required to apply for the exemption. To apply, property owners are encouraged to complete the Hurricane Beryl Property Damage Assessment Form, which can be accessed and completed through any of the following methods. The official website, which is ird.gd, the Inland Revenue Division's main office on Young Street in St. George's, any district revenue office. The affected property owners are encouraged to submit the completed forms at the earliest convenience to ensure the necessary adjustments are made to the 2025 property tax assessment. And that brings us to the end of the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional roundup, international developments, and sports are up next. At 7 minutes on to 7 o'clock, we now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning, I'm Kendall Morgan.
And I'm Dennis Chabot with the latest from across the Caribbean.
Haiti's Prime Minister Gary Cornelis traveled to Kenya to try to persuade President William Ruto to fast-track the deployment of more police officers to combat the gangs in the country. His visit follows one of Haiti's deadliest gang attacks in recent years, which left at least 70 dead and forced over 6,000 to flee as one gang moved to impose its dominance on the town of Ponsonde, which provides an important link between the country's north and south. Journalist Ariza tells DW News the Kenya-led multinational security support mission's response to the massacre shows it does not have the numbers to control the gangs.
Well, they send armored cars, and there is a newly bought helicopter that they used in order to transport police, in order to be there. The problem is, one of the things that always happen is the police presence come, the gangs withdraw, and then the police goes back and the gangs come back. And right now what is happening, as the multinational force is here in Port-au-Prince, many gang leaders or gangs are trying to go to the provinces and establishing them there. And as most of the focus is on Port-au-Prince, so they have an easy game in the provinces.
Meanwhile, the United Nations has condemned the Haiti gang massacre and has called on its member states to step up their financial and logistical assistance to the multinational security mission. Stéphane Dujarric is spokesman for the UN Secretary General.
As gang violence continues to spread from the capital to other departments of Haiti, the Secretary General stresses the importance of the joint efforts undertaken by the Haitian National Police and the Multinational Security Support Mission. Those efforts need to be supported. The Secretary General urgently appeals to all member states to ensure that the Multinational Security Support Mission receives the financial and the logistical assistance they need in order to succeed.
The recent power outage at Guyana's Providence Cricket Stadium that disrupted the CPL match between Trinbago Knight Riders TKR and Barbados Royals has taken to the political stage in the Twin Island Republic. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bissessa, in her rebuttal of the 2025 national budget, did not hide her regret at the elimination of TKR from the Caribbean Premier League.
Madam Speaker, the circumstances in which our TKR departed the ongoing Caribbean Premier League tournament has left a sour taste to many sports lovers. Madam Speaker, outage led to outrage in some quarters. Outage led to outrage.
If her United National Congress wins the next general elections, she promises to lobby for Trinidad and Tobago to host CPL games.
I want to place on record the desire of my incoming government to approach the CPL to once again work with them to host eliminator matches and finals for the CPL. This will bring enormous economic opportunity and foreign exchange to our shores, but it will also signal our deepest commitment to the sport and the future of West Indian cricket.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley indicated that it was ironic that the opposition leader was now supporting CPL games to be played in Trinidad and Tobago after undermining the building and preparation of the Brian Lara Stadium.
Remember the night when you opened the Brian Lara Stadium? They came with a yellow peril on the highway, blocked the road. Some of you were coming down today and never reached. Those who reached inside from their camp went in and stuffed their jersey down in the toilet with orange and thing to flood the toilet. You remember that story? In the budget response, the opposition leader was the biggest advocate in support of CPL cricket. Talk about foolishness.
Relations between Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown and former Government Minister Asset Michael appear to be improving after 6 years of tension. He was among several invitees to last Friday's opening of the new Burton Libs International Airport in Barbuda. During Prime Minister Brown's address, he acknowledged Mr. Michael.
In 2012, when I was campaigning for the leadership of the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party, I recall traveling here to Barbuda with my, I don't know if he's former, he still is, friend Asset Michael. And I did so with Comrade Asset Michael and First Lady, who is also a Barbudan.
Mr. Michael then almost instantly stood up and waved the flag of the ruling Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party. As the Prime Minister was sitting after his address, Mr. Michael, who was sitting immediately behind him, touched him and they shook hands. He maintains that he has never left the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party. Mr. Michael resigned from the Brown-led cabinet in 2018 amid allegations that he had demanded money from a property tycoon, British investor Peter Verdi. Though Mr. Michael was replaced as a constituency representative, he defeated the Labour Party's candidate and sits in the Parliament as an independent.
And before we go, we want to wish the people of St. Lucia a happy Thanksgiving holiday today as they express gratitude for their blessings. Well, this has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +.
In another regional story of interest, 2 minors have been arrested and charged with murder in St. Vincent in relation to the death of 13-year-old Matthew De Souza. According to the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, on October 3rd, police arrested and charged 2 minors, 1 male and 1 female, with the offense of murder. Investigations revealed that the accused minors, with malice aforethought, caused the death of a 13-year-old student of Fair Hall on September 30th at Sion Bay Hill. A post-mortem examination carried out on October 2nd revealed that the victim died as a result of drowning due to or as a consequence of blunt trauma to the head. Looking further afield, Milton was a Category 1 hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico late Sunday Eastern Time, so said the National Hurricane Center. While the state of Florida is clearing debris from Helen, which made landfall on September 26th on Florida's Big Bend as a Category 4 hurricane and created a 500-mile path of destruction with catastrophic flooding and damaging winds, it will now contend with Milton. The storm is expected to become a major hurricane today. The storm is boasting top sustained winds of 90 miles per hour, according to the 11 p.m. Eastern Time advisory from the National Hurricane Center. The storm was about 765 miles west-southwest of Tampa, Florida, and moving at 7 miles per hour. That's the international story at this time. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans. After a disappointing loss, West Indies bounced back with a 6th-wicket win over Scotland. Afi Fletcher stated, "We're here for business, not just a joyride." Chanel Henry's tight bowling and Afi Fletcher's 3 for 22 restricted Scotland to 99 for 8. "We came out with strong plans," Fletcher said after the win. West Indies rebounded from their 10-wicket loss to South Africa with a dominant victory. "We went back to the drawing board," Fletcher noted. Kiana Joseph, 31 of 18, and Deandra Doughton's finishing hits led West Indies to a comfortable chase. The team gave a strong performance, said Fletcher. Scotland suffered their second defeat with West Indies' disciplined bowling and aggressive batting sealing the match. We motivated each other to bring our best game, Fletcher added. And that's all the sports we have at this time. We'll have more sports for you in our luncheon edition. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Crusoe, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road Match King. Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
3 minutes after 7 o'clock, we now join forecaster Jonathan Price at the Met Office of the MBIA for this morning's edition of the Weather Forecast. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Monday the 7th of October, 2024, as recorded at the Mars Bishop International Airport. It is currently partly cloudy. The winds are variable at 4 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1011 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature is 27.8 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 87%. Yesterday's maximum was 32.1 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 27.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 1.1 millimeters of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month so far to 86.9 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunderstorms. Today's maximum will be 32.5 degrees Celsius, with winds east-southeasterly to south-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas will be moderate, with waves 4 to 6 feet in northerly to northeasterly swells. Low tide will be at 11 a.m. and high tide at 5:30 p.m. Sunset will be at 5:53 and sunrise at 5:56. Just repeat the public forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunderstorms. And there is a flood warning in effect for flash flooding at this time. From the forecast desk at the Mars Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great week.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Have yourself a wonderful day. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Get money where you are, almost anywhere you are, send money over with Western Union.
This is whoa, oh, oh, whoa. This is whoa. It's Western Union. Send to your friends and your family. With Western Union, we're moving money. No matter where you are, you are never far.
Get money where you are, almost anywhere you are, send money over.
Move it for better.
Western Union, moving money for better.
And to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Before we do that, though, I just want to keep you abreast that the St. Lucia Kings are the new champions of CPL 2024. Now for the recap, injured Carpenter successfully flown back to the U.S. for medical treatment. We hear that CARICOM names Kieran James among ministerial leads for UN Climate Conference. In the region, 2 minors charged with murder in St. Vincent. Internationally, new hurricane threatens Florida as it reels from devastation. And in sports, Grenada's Afi Fletcher says Westerners are here for business. That has been the morning's edition of news for today, Monday, October 7th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year, and every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sits, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend.
Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch, Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch, Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Crusoe, and 7 times Soca, and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
All right, welcome to the conversation. It's 13 minutes after 7 o'clock, and if you're just joining us, welcome to the program. And I've got with me in studio this morning a very, very prominent son of the soil, and when we get into the conversation, you'll get to understand why I use that word. A special good morning to the folks of Woburn. Your homie is here, none other than Mr. Golden Julien. Welcome to the studio, Mr. Julien.
Thank you very much.
And it's a pleasure to sit in the company of such esteemed individual at the moment. Before we get into the intricate aspect of what we really want to talk about, I want Grenada to get to know who is Golden Julien. That name alone is interesting, Golden Julien.
Yes, it is interested. In fact, a lot of people usually reverse the name.
Julien Golden?
Instead, they say Julien Golden.
Okay, all right.
And for that same reason, this is why my email, I have it as Julien Golden.
Oh, okay.
And in New York, there's always been a problem. Teaching in high school and even college at night, they call me Julien Golden
Okay.
instead of Golden Julien.
Two wonderful names, anyhow you look at it. But give us a backdrop. Who is really Julien? Golden Julien.
Yes, well, Golden Julien is the person that is very much interested in education and would like to see the system of education, especially math, in Grenada, and not only Grenada, but the Caribbean, improve.
Okay.
So what I want to do this morning is to really talk about my educational journey, my experiences, and my achievements.
Okay.
So to do that, well, already my name is mentioned, Golden Julien, and I'm a retired New York City Board of Education math teacher, now living in Grenada. So this morning I would like to take the opportunity first, before I talk about my educational journey, to thank GBN and Mr. Joseph for the opportunity to talk about this fabulous journey that I have.
Well, once it's education, I mean, that's my forte. That's what, I keep preaching that all the time, that we have to educate ourselves and our people. So
yes,
yeah. So tell us, how did it all start? Where did you go to school here?
All right. It all started at the St. John's Christian Secondary School.
That's in
Fabulous in Guelph, Brothers Estate to be exact.
Right.
I started in 1972 and I graduated in 1975. The reason for that short period is because I started late. I started in Form 3.
Oh, okay.
But I had that burning desire for math and chemistry. And I think nobody could have stopped me once I got the desire to just study and study hard. In fact, the very next year, I think, I did GC O-level subject, right? But that is the place that gave me the impetus, the desire to really appreciate education and to go much further into it.
Okay, so Brothers Secondary School, that's what we usually call it?
Yes, Shaper.
Right,
Shaper.
yes. And primary school, where did you do your primary school?
At Wesley Hall.
Okay, all right.
I think now it's Wesley College.
Wesley College, okay.
College, yes.
Okay, so Wesley Hall, then Shaper.
Then Shaper.
And then?
Now that's where it gets interested. All right. After graduating from Shaper, I worked at the lab in Tantine, the produce lab, as a student lab technician under the guidance of an English VSO, Voluntary Service Organization person called Mr. King. But shortly, that was short-lived, even though that's what I really wanted to do. Because my first love was organic chemistry. Okay. My second love was really mathematics. But at the lab, it was really interesting because I was involved as a student lab technician in the analysis of nutmeg oil samples from Grenada and Indonesia. Okay. What we did there, we analyzed, we looked for the viscosity of these oil. The viscosity means the resistance to flow.
Okay.
And when we compare Indonesia oil with Grenada oil, Grenada nutmeg had a much higher quality.
Okay.
But shortly after that, another opportunity came, which wasn't the ideal one for me. But, you know, in those days, you grab what you get. So I went to Trinidad to study agriculture and agriculture science at the Eastern Caribbean Institute of Agriculture and Forestry, ECIAF.
Okay.
2 years there, I returned. So in 1979, I returned to Grenada to work with the Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute.
CADI. Okay.
It was a fabulous organization, but still that wasn't my main desire. My main desire was to do organic chemistry. That was my main desire. So in 1981, I immigrated, because there's a difference between migrating and immigrating.
Yes.
I immigrated to New York, and there I found that there were plenty of opportunities to study.
The Big Apple is the land of opportunities.
Yes, you're right. So I got enrolled in a pre-med organic, and that's a very difficult program to get into. But because of my background, I was able to, and having a lot of subjects, GCO level subjects from Shaper. Almost all that I had to offer there, I have them. So I got in, and after a year and about a half, I run into some difficulty getting the required or the requisite courses because I was an evening student. And some of the classes are not offered during the day. You have to do it at evenings. So I realized, look, my next option is mathematics. And this is where it becomes interested. Because mathematics at a degree level, and it depends on the type of mathematics you're doing, is very, very challenging. So I went into mathematics. In 1993, I graduated from Long Island University with a Bachelor of Science degree in pure and applied math. I could count the amount of people or persons on probably about 10 of us graduated.
Okay.
Because it's a very difficult area, right? Because I don't want to miss anything. Yeah. Okay. In 1995, after graduating from Long Island University, in 1995, I began my teaching career with the New York City Board of Education as a high school math teacher. Don't want to miss anything. Let's see, is that store I have. Okay. All right, to continue. Okay. Now, in 2000, right? In 2003, I graduated. Oh, I mentioned that already. Let me just take a moment too, because I really don't want to. That journey is so important that I don't want to miss anything. Here we go, right? In 2000, I obtained a certificate in laboratory teaching in mathematics from the New York University School of Education, Department of Learning and Teaching.
Okay.
In 2003, I graduated from Brooklyn College with a Master of Arts degree in secondary math education. In 2009, I received a permanent certificate in math from the University of the State of New York Education Department. So it's over 27 years I've teach integrated math, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and calculus at various high schools and sometimes adjunct at college at night. I have attended numerous math workshops and seminars. So this, in fact, gives a little idea of my journey and my educational qualification. There's a lot more that I can talk about, but that if that's illicit, right? By you asking more stuff, then I'll be able to.
Yes. Yeah, so having laid your background, you were integrally involved in the education system in New York, specifically in mathematics.
In mathematics.
You've returned home, right? You're back home for good. Mm-hmm. Have you gotten the opportunity to assess Grenada's education system, especially in the area of mathematics, because it's an undertaken fact that we are not performing as good as we would like to, especially in the area of mathematics. And it's not something that is just to Grenada. It seems to be a regional issue.
Yes, it is a regional issue.
Have you assessed the system?
Yes.
And what
I found was that the curriculum is not designed to really help the real needed kids. Because I was involved in curriculum writing and so on, curriculum should be written in such a way that it's going to definitely help people or students that's struggling with mathematics. All right, for example, now, if a student is a little behind or they're not understanding what's going on, then the teacher's responsibility to actually write a proper lesson plan that will facilitate or in fact to differentiate lesson plans. By that I mean you write a lesson plan so that you bring the ones that are behind up to a certain standard gradually, and not forsaking those that are more advanced. It's an intricate process, but it's been done. I've done that over the 27 years that I'm teaching in high school.
But then the problem that I as a past teacher myself, the physical, I want to get it right, the infrastructure that we have, the system that we have, the physical infrastructure being compatible with the system, it's difficult to accommodate that because the limitations that are there, all right, to separate students, and it's difficult. So could there be
it's not a matter of actually separating them. It's a matter of writing, because I'm not sure whether teachers really write a proper lesson plan. Writing a math lesson plan is so important, because then it gives the student at the very opening, they know exactly the aim and objective, what they're going to be doing. And then teachers have to follow up with that by evaluating the progress of that lesson as it goes along, by the technique of questioning, the examples that are right, to make sure that, another thing, sometimes separating the kids or putting them in groups where they sometimes feel freer to express themselves rather than direct questions from a teacher. So there's a lot that goes into it, but teachers have to develop that technique of having kids understand. But what I do think is that a lot of teachers are not qualified and are not trained. You see, Mr. Joseph, math is an exact science. So the students in Indonesia or somewhere deep in the Congo, in Africa, are given the same problem. They should get the same results, the same answer, the same solution. It's so different, unlike all the other subjects, even chemistry, biology, which is dynamic, but math is not changing like that. There haven't been any change, no significant change in any discovery of any new formulas in mathematics. What is being done is that they are being used, or you extend it, or you apply it to certain situation.
So in essence, as a teacher, right, one of the things that fundamentals that I was taught by, if you're into math, you should have known Mr. St. Clair. Byron St. Clair.
In Grenada?
Grenada. Yeah, he was one of the stalwarts in math.
Not familiar.
I am of the opinion that once you can get the students to understand that there are two basic principles in mathematics, addition and subtraction. Everything else...
Well, these are operations, not really principles.
Yeah, the operations.
Yeah.
Yeah, the operations, addition and subtraction, and everything else comes around it.
No, I disagree with you.
Well, that's the idea.
The reason why I disagree is because addition and subtraction, they're inverse relationship.
Yep.
You add or you subtract, right? But I think the most difficult two other operations are multiplication and division.
But hence the reason why I say they are basic, because multiplication is continuous addition.
Yes, it could be described as continuous addition.
Division is continuous subtraction.
In a sense,
right?
yes.
So that's why I said
but how do you get to multiplication and division, which are the harder one? Because you ask a child to subtract or to add, and it's much easier for them to perform multiplication of 3 digits or a division, right? A long division containing 2 or 3 digits. So, but with my experience, I realized that knowing like the multiplication tables, which I think was in 19... I'm talking about New York now.
Okay.
Can't remember the exact date, but they had us pull all multiplication table from the walls of the classroom. Why? The introduction of graphing calculator, Texas Instrument. Okay. And that has been a real breakdown in really memorizing. You see, memorizing formulas and principles is so important. Because when you memorize, and you memorize good, and you're able to store and retrieve, it becomes so much easier.
Yeah, it becomes part of your second nature.
You're sure right. Yeah. Instead of pulling what? You pull a calculator every time.
And now
you don't remember anything.
Yeah, that's
you understand?
True.
Because information is readily available.
So you definitely would have to come back on the program. As a matter of fact, on a continuous basis.
Yes, I would love to.
Sparsely. If you are given the opportunity to act, let's say, as a consultant to the Ministry of Education, especially for the area of mathematics, what would your suggestions be?
Training of teachers is vital.
Okay.
Teachers must be trained. Because what's happening, Mr. Joseph, is that you pass a CXC in mathematics. And I've looked at CXC exam. And in my opinion, it's a watered down. It's watered down. It's not as concentrated. The questions does not give you a real good integrated math background. So you pass that subject and you become a teacher in mathematics in mainly high school, because I don't think you need that type of qualification to even teach in primary school here, right? So you become a math teacher. Where is the training? That is not sufficient to make you a math teacher. A math teacher requires intense training. How teachers should be able to do what? Write a good lesson plan, execute a good lesson plan, follow remedial exercises to make sure that kids didn't get lost.
Okay.
A lot of teachers, I describe them as textbook manual teachers, where the textbook has a teacher manual and teachers just teach directly from it because all the answers are there. All the procedures are there. That's not teaching math. And this is the reason why I think that students are struggling with mathematics to that extent. We need trained, more qualified teachers and trained teachers.
Okay. Someone wants to join in quickly on the conversation. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning to your guests.
Welcome to the program.
I just want to set the record straight and then make my contribution. We do not have persons coming out of secondary school teaching math in the secondary school. The teachers who are teaching math, the majority of them would have at least gone through have their A levels, and you have with their bachelor's and master's degree. So it is not about, we just taking secondary school students fresh out and putting them there. That is not what is happening. I think what needs to, and I realize there's a lot of focus on lesson planning. I taught for many years, and I'll tell you this, most of the teachers who do a lot of planning, oftentimes they do not teach. We need the math teachers to teach. We need them to make the subject applicable. That's what people like Horace Possard and them were able to do and get us to understand math. So the math need to be made presented in a form where it makes sense. 51 minus 38, and they tell you take 1 from whatever. Why am I doing that? It's supposed to be 10, but if you don't understand the place values, then you have that problem. So what is the problem with math? 1, the application. Students are not made to see how they can apply it, and 2, the element of fun is missing, I believe. And after you get those 2 elements, yes, you can get down to the nitty-gritty of planning and so forth. But I just wanted to set the record straight for all my teaching friends out there who may have been a little offended. No. We do have qualified teachers teaching math in the secondary school, if not all of them. Have a good day, man.
Thank you, Cole.
I would like to respond to that.
Please.
Right? Look, if I'm saying something that's a little off, we gotta look at the record. Why is it then that the CXC examination passes are so poor? There must be something that's happening. You mentioned that math teachers need to teach. Well, why? What are they doing? They should be teaching, right? I'm a qualified math teacher with years of experience and qualification, a Bachelor of Science degree in pure and applied math, a Master's in teaching math. I went to NYU, which is one of the renowned universities in New York, for a year just to learn how to teach math, to present math, to differentiate math. So something must be wrong. I'm sorry if I offend, but one of the things I like to know is what are the level of math degree. There are different levels of math degree. You could get a degree in New York from any one of the recognized colleges or university as an elementary math teacher, and you get a math degree.
Okay.
As a high school math teacher, and you get a degree. Right? So there are a lot of different levels of math degrees. I'm talking about real degrees and real training. Teachers need to be trained to teach math. And I'm making no excuses. I'm not holding back anything as regards to that. Hence the result of the present situation with math in Grenada and throughout the Caribbean. Teachers need to go to math training where you have an authentic institution that will actually train teachers to teach. Teaching is not just walking up in front of a blackboard or a whiteboard. I don't think teachers teach with smartboard here, which is something I'll recommend, because there's a lot you can do with a smartboard, and things like graphing calculators and so on. But the point is, something is definitely missing.
Okay.
And is training, the word training to teach math. That's it. And at different levels.
Okay. All right. Well, as I stated earlier, we will have more engagements.
I'll be happy to.
I would love to hear some of your strategies and methodologies that you would use, that you think can be used to improve our level of mathematics. But unfortunately, we are out of time.
Yes, just 1 second.
Quickly.
I'm in the process of developing a math tutoring lab. I've gone far with it, where it's going to be state-of-the-art, everything in that math.
Okay.
I have the location, I have the classroom already.
Where
I have the space. It's the Woodlands Commercial Complex.
Okay.
I'm sure you're familiar with that area?
That's close to Blackscote area.
Right, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So in the near future,
you'll come and launch it right here.
Yes.
When it's ready to be launched. Yes.
Just invite me again.
Okay, definitely.
And I'll be here.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Golden Julien, thank you for sharing with us this morning, and we look forward to future engagements.
The pleasure's mine, and thank you very much for having me.
Folks, we take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. 20 minutes on to 8 o'clock.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Cuso, and 7 times Soca, and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph. Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequenty Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the sounds of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequenty Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. And of course, I've got with me, as usual, on a Monday morning, my folks from Ariza. I've got Miss Walters. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I am fine, and you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I could see that. It's emanating on your face.
I tell you.
Yeah, you had a great weekend.
Quite a good weekend.
Okay, what you did that was so special this weekend?
Well, we had an activity in the church for the beginning of Ladies' Month.
Okay.
On Saturday evening at Grenville. And then yesterday I went to the Mental Health March in support of our brothers and sisters.
How was that?
Who are challenged. I thought there could have been more people, but it was well organized. So kudos to the ministry for good organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
Good. Mm-hmm. So that's the weekend. Now,
that's the weekend.
Yes.
Now we plunge headlong into the week.
Yes. Yeah. So what are the plans for Ariza? Well, what are we zeroing on this morning?
The truth is we want to speak a little bit about the Waggy football competition, our relationship with Mr. Waggy.
Wayne Waggy Redhead.
You realize where I was going with that.
Waggy, good morning,
right?
bro.
Just to let you know that we're back on track, back on sponsorship with that sponsorship of the tournament, which officially starts on the 19th, the day of the holiday. So the media launch was last week. And of course, we pledged support by way of $10,000. This is over a decade of a relationship with the Waggy knockout football tournament.
I think this is the 14th?
It is the 14th year.
Mm-hmm.
So we could say for the most of the life of the tournament, we have been supporting something that we're really very pleased to do. It was very exciting last year when they tournament ended and we handed out the prizes, the prize giving ceremony, I spoke to one of the young men. I wouldn't say too much because, of course, I don't want to say who he is, from the winning team. And I was talking to him about saving. He is employed, but of course football is his passion. And he has a saving account with us at the time. I didn't know, because one of the things that we offer, we give to them is your qualifying shares and everything, whatever you need to start up. So the qualifying shares, yes, and your entrance fee. And obviously you bring in all your documents and so. And we also put $40 towards their retirement savings. So we're starting you off early.
Okay.
And he told me he already had plans, and his plans are with Ariza. He actually knew our accounts and knew where he was putting what.
Okay.
So it was heartwarming to see that. It means that somebody somewhere was doing a good job, and that when they sit with the reps, they are at Ariza, they are exposed to the right plans.
Okay.
That would suit them. Savings plans, I mean. So he understood his retirement savings plan, what that meant, and why he should continue. And so, because he was a member, well, all of his shares would go to equity. So he doesn't have to use it for qualifying shares, and so they would go to equity, and that would be $40 more in his retirement savings plan. So it was really exciting. And I think I'm looking forward to the tournament because these guys play hard. They play hard, they compete hard, and we now have a team from Carriacou. You know,
wow,
so you
that's
think,
awesome.
well, and so we feel special about this because under all of the trauma, everything that they've been through, rising from the ashes, if you want to put it that way, and they're able to put together a football team to take part. It also says what the tournament means to them, and which in Carriacou the best. I won't tell you which team is my favorite. I'm not allowed to say that.
I am.
Which team I support? You're allowed to. You can say what you want.
I'm a Paradise FC.
Go.
You can't beat us. You know.
Go ahead with your naughty self. Go right ahead.
But having said all that, right, it's also critically important that we give Mr. Wayne Wagiti Redhead and his team all the kudos that he needs for providing this platform for our locals to exhibit their skills and talent. And again, entities like yourself, like ours, Ariza, you know, and notice I'm saying ours.
Yes, because it's yours too.
Right, of course. It's so critically important and significant that, you know, you see the importance, the benefits of supporting such initiative.
But you see, it's not okay for us to sit by and see that the fellas are on the blocks and, you know, as if there's no hope for young people and you don't help to provide the platform.
Yeah, you have to.
Through which they can channel their energies.
Yes.
I was thinking the other day about Patrick Simmons because his story is obviously is local. So I'm not going to Ronaldo and Messi and these guys.
Yeah.
But you're saying that he was awarded a sports scholarship and was able to come back, assist with developing our sports policy. Yeah, which we are now implementing and is working for us. You see Anderson and Kirani, and you look at Grenada. No, this Olympics, we had our biggest medal haul. 2 medals. If you consider that per capita.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Well, this is what sport does for them. So you give them the start. And so this is how we see it. Because now you see Rondell Bartholomew, who we hadn't heard of for a long time, is now doing some coaching. And Patrick Simmons' son is a basketball coach in Canada now.
Wow. Trigzo, morning.
Yeah, so we're saying this is what this can do for you, the Aline Francisques and so of this world. Yeah? You looked at CPL last night, did you? With St. Lucia pulling off that win over Guyana.
No, I didn't.
These boys had to start somewhere. And it's entities like ours that would make that sort of difference, along with minds like Waggy.
Yeah.
So we're really delighted that we're able to do this for our young people, for our young men. As I said, it's not good enough to always hit out on them. They're on the street, they're in the rum shop, they're doing drugs. We have to provide healthy alternatives.
Definitely. You couldn't have said it better. You sung like a politician there.
I do.
Yeah, you did. You know, you have to give them the healthy alternatives instead of beating up on them.
You have to, instead of just beating up on them.
And it's no rocket science why the visionary leadership of Ariza saw it fit to be a part of this.
It's no rocket science. And we do swimming.
Yeah.
We do national champs. It's Ariza's national champs. It's we're the title sponsor of the national champs. So it's a whole lot, and we do a lot behind the scenes as well. That it may not be as big, but every little bit counts.
Yes.
So kudos to Mr. Wayne Wagiti Redhead, and I want to wish because they weren't all there. Representatives from the teams were there to dip. Obviously, you have that nice little session, but I just wanted to wish them all the best and to say to them mostly enjoy, play hard, enjoy. Yes.
If you're not going to play hard, stay home. Go hard or go home.
Go hard or go home.
Yes.
But we see them playing hard, so we just want to encourage them to keep their spirits up.
Yeah.
See it for what it is, and it's not just about football; it's about their personal development as well. So we're happy that we can do this for them. And speaking about the accounts and the fact that this young man really didn't know what he was going to do with his money, we were talking about, the conversation, the biggest conversation now is updating your information so that you can be safe. You can have a good shopping experience. We want you to be your card information and so to be safe.
Yeah.
So,
before we go into this, I just think it's prudent at this time to really get the nation to be sensitized as to the era in which we are living, the era we're in now, the cyber texts and cyber fraud and so forth. These things are real. Now, there was a time when we thought these things were outside there, not here. But
they've come home to us.
The strange numbers calling your phone and sending text messages and getting those phony emails and the requests on Facebook and so forth. These are real. You are seeing them. All right? You ought to be extremely, extremely careful how you deal and maneuver on your gadgets.
Yes, well, we cannot overemphasize the need to be careful with your gadgets. The strange numbers, as you said. These are people digging for your account information. And strangely enough, in this day and age, you find some people would still give out some things very innocently.
Yeah.
Not understanding that their minds out there just focused on doing bad, on doing wrong. They're hackers, and that's what they live to do. That just like you come here every morning, that's your job. They see that as their job.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So we're trying to encourage our members to stay as safe as possible, and we're there's an additional layer. We've added another layer of security, of protection, which is going to require you to update your information in the system. Of course, if you feel comfortable, what about if you just started 2 years ago and you only have one email address and one telephone number, then it doesn't apply to you because your information is fine. But if you're not sure, then come into us or log on to AMI. There are 3 little bars at the top left corner of the screen. That's your menu. So you just touch the menu. And as soon as you do, you see profiles and settings. You go into profiles and settings and everything comes up. The option to change your email address. And if you go in, you just check it. And it shows that the email address is correct. You cancel. If not, you enter the correct email address and you hit submit.
Okay.
It is just so very simple. Like I said to you already, I did it and I thought, wow, easy breezy. You also see the option to change your telephone number. You look at it. If it doesn't need to be changed, then you don't change it. You don't change it. Because the other day I was saying I had an experience where I was sharing and using my son's account at the time. He was in Canada. And I was doing something on Amazon. And my card it wouldn't go through. And they did send a verification code. Not to my number, to his. Fortunately, there's transparency. He knew it could only be me. So he shot it to me quickly, and I was able to use it and get it.
Oh, okay.
So I actually had such an experience. It is for your protection. You don't want to get to a situation where, one, somebody else is using your card. You don't know. If you have your protection and there's a verification code sent to you, you can see, no, this is not me. Hey, I'm not doing this transaction, and you get on there. Yes, and the transaction will be blocked, denied. But if you're on, you want a seamless process. So you want to be able to go in, close your card, do what you have to do, and move right along. You don't want to get frustrated. And so they send a verification code to that phone number that you had eons ago, or maybe a digit was wrong. And this is why you need to check it, because you can reverse a digit in entering a number.
Definitely.
So what if a digit is reversed and you hit it back 4-1 instead of 1-4, and you end up in trouble because you can't get. So it's best to check. Make sure that your information is correct.
Yeah, it would never hurt to be current.
No.
Right?
You're right.
Yeah, it would never hurt.
Update your information. But while I was talking to the young man, it dawned on me that some members don't understand or are not aware of another account that we have, which is called your second savings, your DO4. What's neat about it is there's actually an interest rate there. So the transactional savings is your default account. If your salary comes in, that's where it's going to go. There's no interest there. And that's the account that you use that's attached to your card. So all of your money goes there unless you do a distribution, which some people have, which I advise everybody to have because you want to save. So you may say, okay, you go into your rep and $100 I'd like to go to my lifetime savings, another $150 to my DO4, or maybe $850 to my DO4, and let us just leave $500 on my transactional saving. I'll tell you why. One, you're earning interest on the DO4. Two, if for some reason you're hacked, they cannot get to the DO4.
Okay.
The only account that is tied to your card is your transactional savings. So it doesn't matter how hard they try, they cannot get to. If they have AMI, if they happen to have your AMI credentials, well, I mean, that would be
and they could make the transfer.
Oh, they could do a transfer.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the average hacker. You know, not a family member who has your information, which they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much the trust is, they shouldn't have that. But the DO4 will protect you. Okay. Because you have your money there. It's not tied to the card in any way. So it doesn't matter what you do. The money, it won't pull. It's only what you have on your transactional savings. And it's a neat way to save. Because the first thing you do and you should do is save. So you tuck that little bit away in your lifetime savings. So that one is gone. Mm-hmm. So you're operating minus what's going into your lifetime savings. And then it also makes you think when you go to transfer money, do I really need this or do I just want this? And you think,
you have to identify the difference.
Maybe I don't need it.
Yeah.
So you end up leaving it there and you'll be surprised at the amount that you can save. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, you transfer that into your lifetime savings. And instead of saving $100 that day, that month, you may have saved $3.
Okay. All right. So, folks, you heard it. Go on in, get your records updated, and while there, speak with one of your reps. And if you don't know as yet, get to know all the various accounts.
Yes.
And you make the wise decision. You will just be happy later.
You will be. And before I go, I really have to talk Credit Union Day. Because Credit Union Day is coming up.
Yeah.
So our T-shirts are not yet here. There was some difficulties at the factory. And of course, you know, there's a strike in the U.S. and all that. So it affects our shipments. Because even if you're doing Amerijet and so, you might find that you encounter a spot of bother. But as soon as we have them, we're going to put it out on the Facebook page. We're going to get in touch with our friends at the ministry and so. So look out public servants, we're coming to you, we get our various contacts there and ensure that they know so that our members can come in and have themselves, ready for that big day, because we're looking forward to the big day.
What's the date?
The 17th.
The 17th
of October.
All right, and we're matching from the Ariza car park.
But we want people to make sure we assembled. Well, 1 o'clock would be wonderful, but I know that. But by 1:30 for certain. We do not want to be late. I'm sure Marissa at the league will say, yes, Josephine, way to go. We definitely don't want to be late.
Morning, LL and the team.
We don't want to be late.
Yes.
So let's assemble early so we could go out and have a good time and show the world how proud we are to be part of this great movement.
We will.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sir. You're most welcome, and thank you.
Bring
as
back
well.
my love and appreciation to the management and staff, as always.
I will.
Mr. Whiteman included.
Yes, sir.
And the security.
I am going to go to his office as soon as I get there.
Yes.
I think I owe him a few hellos.
Yes, he said that.
Yes.
All
so
right.
you have a great day, you and the staff at GBN.
You too. Folks, that's it for the conversation this morning. We've got to go. We've got to join the BBC already in progress.